Hi, today I want to talk about questions and how we can use really deep, intentional, potent questions as an opening and invitation into our inner knowing and consciousness. Come on in, I want to tell you a little bit more. I'm Swift Everdy, and I'm an energy healer and intuitive guide. I use she, her pronouns, and I live on occupied Abenaki and Pennacook land in what is also known as southern Vermont in the United States. I am working with individuals and groups on how we can wake up our connection to our knowing, our awareness, and how we can use that to filter and sort and organize around being a body, being a human. It's kind of a pain in the butt sometimes. So I want to talk about one of the tools that we use in the infinity healing practice, the modality that I'm certified in, and that is inquiry. How we can use questions to open up the gateway to what else is possible. If you've been in my Facebook group or worked with me, you know questions are something I use all the time. And the way that inquiry is done is not a simple, okay, great, here's a question, give me an answer. But it's a little different. And I wanted to go over this because if you are in my Facebook groups or working with me, I wanted to create an introduction to what inquiry is. So inquiry is this use of questions as an invitation to more awareness. Now that does not mean, the biggest piece of this is it does not mean these questions are meant to be answered. Even if it's this piece of really directing right at something and you feel like me or the video is prompting you to just say an answer, or you have to have an aha or a poof. It's actually about the response to the question, the sensations that the question brings up, the opening, the gateway to what the question is inviting in. While you may have a poof, aha kind of moment and a huge download of information or words, the invitation and the curiosity is that it's about more than that. Because when a question is asked, you might fall completely flat, or you might feel that you're bothered by it or annoyed by it or triggered by it or just feeling off or just want the questions to stop. And all of that is exactly the perfect response as well. There's no wrong way to do inquiry. So I wanted to share some of the questions that I've used with clients and some of the ones that are coming up for me, and just get curious about how you respond to them. So the first one, if you've been working with me or seen my Facebook posts, you would recognize this one. The first one is, what do you know that you're pretending not to know? Now, that scrambles the brain a bit. That's the design. It's this opening into awareness. You might feel flat or annoyed by that, or you might have a, oh my gosh, I know exactly what I know that I'm pretending not to know. And that flatness is just as valuable as any words or downloads that come from that. So if you're curious about using that question, I'd invite you, actually any of these questions, to write it down, say it to yourself 10 times, see what comes up in your body, emotionally, energetically, physically, mentally. What comes up for you when you ask yourself this question, especially if you repeat it? And even if you repeat it like that fashion 10 times over the next 10 days. So using a question like, what do I know that I'm pretending not to know? The other two I wanted to offer this one that I love, that I've been working with as I'm having a lot of pain in my body and my system these days, is what if this pain isn't what I think it is? What else could it be? Right now my back is hurting from messing around with the farm animals last night and the night before, and recognizing, what if it isn't just that? What if it's something else? Like, oh, is there something else that got stuck in there, woven into those sensations? Or a piece of, when I ask that question, of recognizing, oh, that's what it's about. It's physical. And just getting curious about that and sitting with that. If you're feeling really strained, emotional, pain, like there's a lot of pain in your life, what if it isn't what you think it is? What else could it be? So sitting with that in the same way, maybe asking it 10 times, seeing what comes up, and trying it again the next day. And the last one, just as we are in this moment of, not moment, but this time, and who knows how long it has lasted or will last, around grief, specifically to the pandemic, and recognizing, what if grief, what if grief is a potent state of awareness? What if grief is a potent state of awareness? Sitting with that, recognizing, what if grief is an invitation to more awareness, to more of access to ourselves, to our connection with the universe, to something else? So sitting with that question 10 times, or inviting yourself to practice it over the next 10 days. I really love inquiry because it's really, really simple and it's also so complicated. Sitting with someone in a room and asking the same question and witnessing and how the energy moves around a question is just, it's this potent play of getting and waking up and connecting it with this gateway of possibility. And I love it. So I just wanted to share that piece with you, and I'm so excited to share more. If you're interested in working more with me, please do check the links down in the description. I've got a free mini course, which is all about inquiry. It is all about using questions to wake up our awareness, and it goes for 5 days. If you're interested in working one-on-one, I'd love to connect with you. You can book a free discovery call. That would be amazing to just get to know each other a bit better and see if we're a good fit for working together one-on-one. Other than that, please just keep watching, share the videos, like, subscribe, click the bell, and all the things. It's great to be with you, and I will see you soon in the next video. Thanks so much. Bye.